Hello everyone, Espurr here. Now what do we have today? We have a game on TC Mincemeat. We're watching the Explo. Now, think of some note here. I should mention that the enemy team actually has really bad paint. Like they have a roller who is negative paint, Clash Blaster, which is negative paint, Pro, which is slightly negative, only slightly, and then Brush, which is like slightly positive, I think. Positive to slightly positive to actually positive. Now look at the Explo's team. The Explo, which is very positive in paint, the H3, which is fairly positive, Clash, which is negative, and Splatana, which is, I think it's slightly to actually positive, which means Explo's team has a lot of paint, a lot more than the enemy team. I don't know how this happened. Matchmaking is really bad, but I exploited it all the way, which means paint a lot. If you paint a lot, the enemy can't really approach it all too well. Especially the Explo, because you are a good painter. Anyways, you drop. That's really bad, but you should not be going here, because look at this spot you have. You see a roller. I think that's a roller. Yes, it's a roller. Now imagine here. Imagine if the roller pushes you right now. Think of how dead you are. You would be very dead. Move to the left. That is a much better spot. Now let's see. You try to do your best to shoot these guys. You got ink. Luckily your team handles it, and that's okay. Anyways, it's time to be on tower. Are you gonna get on tower? Do you think of yourself as tower boy? Not exactly. It doesn't seem like it. That's fine. Though, okay, roller gets on. My question is, you had the roller point censored, right? So then, let's look at that again. Did you have the roller point censored? No. Okay. Never mind. You didn't know. You need to be aiming at the tower, and yes, you are. By tower, I mean the pole. If you're exploring the pole, then that means, what is it? Like, it's a lot easier to hit. Because you're actually providing a surface for your globs and ink to explode. Anyways, these guys need to die, and you need to run. You get the running part, but you run away to a really bad spot. Anyways, I think you should realize this spot's bad. You move to the left because I think you're kind of forced to. You're going to die. Yeah, there's no going out. You're just dead here. Yeah, this was just, I don't think you know the right positions. Where you need to be as a backline in general. If you lose the mid fight and you're already dropped, you need to be on the left. That is a much better spot. I think there is a clash on the left though. I think so. Well, anyways, you take him out. That's pretty good. You gonna go in? Yeah, that's a fair time to rain. Okay. This is actually really dangerous. You stared down a crab and lived. Yeah, this is now a fair spot. Now it's even better because there's no crab. Now let's see. You dodged your ray pretty well. Yeah, I think you're playing fine here. Everything you're doing is relatively reasonable, aside from how you originally engaged the crab. Anyways, you're being too far. You cannot really influence the fight that's happening right there. Tower's moving up. You need to move up too. Now let's see what you do. You decide to move up now, but roller. Yeah. I think you need to be moving up faster, and I don't think you actually need to be setting up here. It'd be better, I would recommend, instead, to set up on your side of left car. What I mean specifically is where you see where the, like, truck... We call this left car, because it's a truck. Look at that car. Truck, car, whatever. You see that little front thing at the, by the bridge? Anyways, if you're to stay around there, like at the front of the car, and just glob ink there, what you can do is you can basically just influence that area while not really putting yourself at too much danger. And if they ever do take tower, take that as your time to back off. Because what they can do is, because you can't see what's happening, them being on tower kind of means, okay, they are taking control of that top area. That means they need to leave. If you're on left. Now you're here, but you're going to die. Yeah. Anyways, let's see what you do now. You walk back. Could you have jumped back? if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna blame a backline if they don't jump out or jump in, or anyone really. Anyways, I think you maybe not. That is a crab. That is a crab. Maybe you shouldn't have gone in. You could have gone in a little bit earlier, but you didn't. And now it's not a good time to go in because of the crab. Whoever's on the tower is basically dead. All you should do now is hide, not expose yourself. All you need to do yourself is not expose yourself and hide. You do not need to die to the crab. Also, that was kind of scary going over to the tower like that. Now, let's see. Now you can pop the rain. Pop the rain. It is a good time to pop the rain. It was a good time to pop the rain 3 seconds ago. Luckily, you get him anyways. And it's someone DCs. I think you realize here that this left car area, this area right here, is actually a pretty good spot to set up when tower is pushing to the left as an expo. And yeah, you'd be right. It is a good spot. Whenever you play any games on tower control, mincemeat, try to set up there. It is a pretty nice spot. I often set up there because it's just a nice spot. Anyways, you need to paint around, and you do not need to be point censoring that guy. We talked about this last time, I'm pretty sure, in the last video. But, yeah. They get the message, so there's no point to just saying it again. I mean, I guess address it once, and that's about it. Anyways, you need to help out your teammate. Overshot, but okay. Okay, now it's runtime. Now it's runtime. You're not winning this fight. Not run back, I mean jump out. You're going to die. You are going to die. You're going to die. Alright. Yeah, no, once that crab tank was popped, there was no chance at living. There was even... You even had this... Even your chances of running without the crab being popped was like 10%. So still not really a chance. Anyways, you shoot some globs. You shoot some ink. I will mention, this has to be said, to be honest. So here, we were seeing some examples of... Okay. Explo is not very good on tower control. It's fine if you want to play Explo. And you want to, like, persevere with the weapon, with the mode, and be like, yeah, okay, this is my weapon, I love it, I'm going to keep playing it. But I will recommend that for tower control, you find another weapon that you can use for that mode. Because Explo just isn't that great for that mode. On zones, Explo is amazing. For Clan Blitz, it's pretty good as well. For Rainmaker, I don't know actually. I think it's kind of mid. I think it's kind of meh. And then for what is it? Tower control, it's not great because it has a hard time shooting onto the tower when it's below it. And we saw examples of that happening in the game. So it'd be worth it to find a different weapon for that. I do the same actually, where like for splat zones I use chargers and all that stuff. Same with tower control, same with Rainmaker. But for Clan Blitz, I'd actually I'd actually prefer going bamboo because it's faster and can keep up with the pace of the game. It doesn't matter if I miss a shot because I have another shot I can shoot. And it still has that long range which I want. It has a pushing special which I absolutely love. And it's just all around great. It also has a good bomb. Okay, actually it's kind of a mid bomb, but it's okay. It's fine. Anyways, it'd be good to experiment with different kinds of weapons, but if you really want to stick with Explo, here's what I recommend. You need to make sure that you're in positions where you more or less just need to reevaluate your positionings when pushing up. An example of that was when you were on the right side when trying to push into mid. What that meant, if you're over there, was that you didn't really have a good escape. So it would be better to try to push into the left, or not push into the left, set up on your team's left by the car, or in front of car, I'll say, in front of car. And then just keep shooting globs and ink over there, assuming your team is pushing up and onto check. If they're not on check, then that's not a good place to be. But if they are in the first checkpoint, then that is a good place to be. Anyways, that's my advice. Try to go into like recon mode for tower control. See where the good positions are and where you think, oh, okay, this is a pretty good spot. I have good retreat options, and I'm all around fine with this. And then once you have that knowledge, go play the video game if you do want to keep playing Explo on tower control. If you don't, find a different weapon. It's okay to not play your weapon every single mode. I don't. Anyways, see you guys.